Hi, and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Shelley Whitehead. We love being here and giving you the information you need for your community. And one of the ways we do that is because we have supporters, businesses and people who've stood up and said, you know, we like what you're doing and they want to come alongside us. So we'd like to thank them right now. We want to thank our premier supporters. They do include the City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Owatonna Public Utilities, Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County Food Shelf, and United Way of Steele County. Thank you to them. Also, our primary supporters, they are Amy Swain Hearing Centers and Little Theater of Owatonna. And then there are our interlude supporters. They are Abraham Consulting Technologies, Brenda Bednar Mortgage, Glenn Meager and Tim Thomas of Brick Meager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Carlson Branstad and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Clancher & Son Landscaping and Concrete, Napa Auto Service, Owatonna Business Incubator, Profinium Financial, R&K Electric, Snap Fitness, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Incorporated Video Productions, and TPS Insurance. Thank you to each and every one of those businesses. And we'd like you to thank them too by going in, giving them your business, and telling them that you saw them right here on the Owatonna Today Show. And if you are a company or organization that would like to be a part of our group here, we'd love to have you along for this ride. Please send Leanne Alt an email at owatonnatoday@charter.net, or you can call her at 390-5751, and she'll give you all the information you need about becoming a supporter of the Owatonna Today Show. Please stay with us. We're going to be talking with Kris Busse about the city of Owatonna, what's going on with that, as well as a United Way update. So we'll see you in a minute.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
If clothing catches fire, stop, drop, and roll. If your clothes catch on fire, do not panic and run. This only fans the fire. Stop where you are, drop to the ground, and roll over and over to smother the flames. Cover your face with your hands to protect your eyes and your throat and lungs from the burns. This has been a safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, my name is Dave Olson and I'm with R&K Electric, where we provide power to the people. We're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Look at her.
Yeah, there we go. Here we are. We're back with the Owatonna Today Show. I have with me Kris Busse and Brad Radermacher. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Dave Efford.
Here on this fine Friday morning. Kris, let's start with you. Give us a quick idea of who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm Kris Busse. I'm the city administrator here. I've been here about 6 years. And so what I do is I work for the city council and I implement their vision. We just recently completed our strategic planning process, and so our plan set before us now for the next 3 years and beyond, and we're moving forward.
And what's exciting about that is you get this plan, which you may know ahead of time, but maybe not, and then this vision of, okay, how can we make this reality?
Right, exactly. And you know, a new thing that we're doing this year is that we are meeting with the city, the county, the school district, and also Owatonna Public Utilities. The governing boards of all of those entities are meeting in March, and we're going to, kind of see where we overlap, how we can help each other, better coordinate what each of us is doing.
Communicate those kind of things. Mm-hmm. And we have with us Brad. Brad, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am the new water quality specialist for the city, and some of my main responsibilities are to manage the MS4 permit, which is the Municipal Separate Storm Sewer System permit. Primarily responsible for maintaining our city compliance with that permit.
What is your background? Because you're brand new to this position.
It is.
And of course, it's a lot of fun to try and be the water quality person when all the water is frozen. So tell me a little bit about your background.
Well, I grew up west of the Twin Cities in a small community, Waconia. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you're familiar with Waconia at all. But I come from a fairly large family, and we kind of were deeply rooted in agriculture. I spent a lot of time with the community education program in Carver County. And then after high school, I went to St. Cloud State University, and I graduated with a degree in environmental and technological studies. And I interned with the city of St. Cloud while I was there, and I was working with the stormwater program there as well. Mm-hmm. And now I'm here.
Well, and it's quite an I want to say unique, maybe it's not, but because of the lakes that we have and how close they are to some of the people where they live, there is quite a bit that you have to kind of educate people on about stormwater.
Absolutely.
So as you look forward to doing that, what are some of the talking points that you'll be bringing to the people of Owatonna?
Some of the main talking points are definitely going to include just making the connection that we are an urban watershed. We do anything that we're discharging is reaching directly the river, mainly the Straight River, and making the connection that our catch basins and our storm sewer system is directly connected to our waterways. And so what we do on the land, what we do inside the city, directly impacts the water. Yeah. And to maintain the level of quality that we need, for generations to come, it's going to be something that I think is highly important. I think it's definitely one of our most valuable resources that we have as a city. And anything that we can do to keep it clean, for generations to come, to maintain fishing, swimming, navigation, and everything like that is definitely our top priority.
Well, because it's so interesting, I think sometimes we feel like all we're responsible for is our little own domain, and it ends at our neighbor's domain, where their level is. But actually, like you were saying, everything you do in your home, especially on the outside of that, can actually affect the rivers. So what are some of the things that people need to be aware of, that because maybe they haven't thought of before, or maybe they have but just really don't know the impact that it can have?
Yep, absolutely. Some of these things are pretty basic things that maybe you just overthink a little bit too much. Keeping your yard waste clean and not blowing your leaves into your neighbor, not blowing your leaves into the streets, into the gutters, into the catch basins. Actually getting out there and checking the catch basins that are on your street, making sure that they're clean. It helps prevent localized flooding, and it also tremendously helps prevent from discharging all of the yard waste right to our river.
And then clogging that river up.
Yep.
Okay.
And some other things you can think about too is if you do fertilize in the spring and or in the fall, really pay attention to the package. Just use the minimal amount that it calls for. That can really help reduce the amount of nitrogen and phosphorus that we're discharging to the river.
Because the packaging itself might not talk about this, because they may not. There are plenty of communities that don't have to worry about the runoff like we do, because like you said, it goes straight into the river. So for us, it's important to listen to you and not necessarily, maybe talk to you about what is appropriate, because otherwise they could get some real issues with what's going on in the rivers and lakes around us.
Yep, absolutely. And I do want to point out that we do have the stormwater website, and if anybody does have any questions, please feel free to email me, call me, whatever. We can talk about those things.
Yeah, and just kind of understand what it's going, especially maybe if you're a new homeowner, those kind of things. What about washing your car? Do you have to be careful about what you use when you're washing your car?
You do. My recommendations with car washing is you try to avoid phosphorus-based detergents if you can. It's hard to do in today's world, but if it's even just moving your car to your lawn and washing your car on your lawn will help minimize the impacts, because then it's not running right off your driveway, right into the street, and eventually reaching a stream or a lake. So if you provide some sort of buffer zone, even if it's washing it on a gravel road, if you have a gravel driveway, it helps quite a bit.
Okay. See, and I know it's funny we're talking about this when everything is frozen outside, but introducing you into the program, I think is important for people to realize. Kris, we've had buco amounts of snow.
We have.
It has been a record-setting year. It's been 20 years since we've had this kind of snowfall. Yeah. You've had people out on these roads, these icy conditions, dangerous almost to a certain degree. A lot. Tell us a little bit about some of the snow removal and prevention that you guys have been doing for the city.
Our city crews work extremely hard. When we have a snow event, very typically they work 12-hour days. So they would, depending when the snow stops, they'll come out, say 4 a.m. in the morning, work till 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Then they'll come back that same midnight to clean out downtown. So our folks are working really hard and doing the best that they can. With that recent snowfall, with the wind, the blizzard that we had, our equipment was really heavily taxed. The snow was so hard and crusty, we had to use our V-plows, our motor graders, which we only have 2, to really, in certain areas, I think Northeast was probably the worst, to attack that snow. And it's just, it's a battle, but we've been working really hard and doing the best that we can with the equipment and the folks that we have.
And what can community members do to help that kind of thing?
Well, I know Mike Johnson would want me to say to remind everybody to clean out around the hydrants, the fire hydrants. And you have to time that, because we try and get around the city. We have a snow removal policy where we first attack the main arteries of the community, and then we go to the secondary and all of the residential. So we do it on a very systematic basis. So if you know that your street hasn't been plowed out yet and you have a hydrant, I would wait to shovel that until after the plow goes by and save you some, having to redo it.
Well, and I love that you talked about that systematic thing, because I think sometimes we feel like it's a free-for-all,
Oh, no.
but it's not. It's very well planned.
Yes.
And
Yep.
so if people have questions about when they're going to be plowed, I'm sure that you'd rather them not calling the city, or that's something that they can do?
Oh, we're always open. If anyone has questions or concerns, to please contact me, and be happy to try and answer that and help them with that.
But you can at least say, well, they've started with the main arteries, and
yeah.
then they work their way in from there.
Mm-hmm.
There's also parking restrictions as well.
Right, and you have to pay attention to that. And we try and get reminders out ahead of time. We publish that. It's also on our website where you can park even odd and when that changes. So we would advise everyone to take a look at the ordinance, or if you have questions, to give us a call or police department a call. We'd be happy to help with that as well.
Is in situations like this, when you have blizzards, what is one of the is snow removal the number one thing that the city has to worry about, or are there other things that they have to maybe take priority over?
Pardon me. There is, snow removal is always a concern, but if what takes priority over that is if there's an emergency call, if someone needs, an ambulance needs to get through, we're going to be helping that occur. We're going to be clearing the roads in front of that. So we had that happen a couple of times during that last blizzard, where we had to, pull off and clear roads that the ambulance could get through. So,
and we're hoping that we can wash our cars soon.
Yes.
So we don't have to worry so much about that. But I want to thank you both for your time today. And Kris, what is the website for the city?
You can just put in City of Owatonna, Minnesota, and it'll come right up.
And then, Brad, how can they get hold of you again?
They're on the city website, and if you click on the departments tab, there is a section that's titled Stormwater Management, and on that tab you can find all the information that you can need, contact information, and.
Okay. Good. Or you can, of course, just call the city. Sure. That'd be good. Thank you so much for your time today. It was a pleasure meeting you, and thank you for the shout out to our plowers, snowplow removal guys.
Yes.
Yay. All right, we'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Hi, my name is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance. We're here to handle all your insurance needs. We are a very proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
I didn't just want another job, I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
I was new to town and I didn't know where to turn for a job, so I decided to express myself.
I decided to express myself, and they helped find the right career for me.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Do you know how to safely dispose of your expired or unused prescription and non-prescription medications? Not by flushing them down the toilet or putting them in the garbage. Doing so pollutes our rivers, streams, and drinking water supply. Take it to the box instead for safe, secure disposal. It's easy. Bring your unused medications in their original containers to the drop-off locations listed on the screen and drop them in the Take It to the Box drop box. Proper disposal of unwanted medications keeps them out of the hands of children and out of our environment. This is a message from the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson with the Owatonna Business Incubator. We're here to help small businesses start and to grow. We're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Stormy Traum, inviting you to attend the Food Shelf's 21st Annual Hometown Sampler Acoustic Music Show. Hometown Sampler performances will be held at the Owatonna Little Theater in West Hills on Friday, February 28th at 7 p.m., Saturday, March 1st at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m., and Sunday, March 2nd at 2 p.m. Enjoy the musical talents of the Gogs, Bad Tangerines, Hot and Bothered, and Mile 5. Admission to the Hometown Sampler is your generous cash or food donation at the door. All proceeds help the Steele County Food Shelf provide basic food to your neighbors in need. Help feed hungry people and enjoy a great show at the same time. Please be a part of this year's Hometown Sampler.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. It's time to take a look at the update with what's going on at the United Way. Hello, Evelina.
Hi.
As usual, it's a pleasure to have you here today.
It's great to be here.
So do a quick introduction, if you don't mind.
Sure. I'm Evelina Giobbe. I'm the Executive Director of the United Way of Steele County. It's been 10 years now.
Has it? Well,
it has. Well, thank you. It's been great working in the community. United Way over the past year, thanks to a grant from the Otto Bremer Foundation, has been doing a community assessment with the goal of developing community collaboration to address income, education, and health disparities amongst our residents. And so I can give a little update on that, and the last piece of that is going to be our town hall meeting, which is kind of exciting, and it's coming up soon, and what we've done in the interim with the information.
Well, and it's been a year of doing this. You've met. Okay, this might be a hard question. About how many people have you met with over this past year to talk about some of this stuff?
Well, we had focus groups with over 106 people. We've done surveys with about 300, and these are all unduplicated, 350 people. We've met with community stakeholders, people with expertise in our community on low-income education and health issues. And those committees are about 7 people each. And then we held a CEO community leader roundtable to elicit information from those people. And I think about 40 people attended.
So we're looking at over 500 people.
Yeah.
Plus, who have been kind of coming around, and they have a common goal. Their common goal is to kind of find the systemic problems, the root of what's going on with keeping people in poverty,
right,
and address it here in Steele County. We're not trying to solve world problems.
No, world hunger is for after I retire.
when she's slaying on the beach, she'll think about that a little bit more.
But
so this is more about what's going on here.
Yeah, and I think that we have a very generous community with a strong nonprofit sector. And that's wonderful. Most communities don't have that. But when we look back over the years of kind of what we've done and how we've invested the community dollars, it's a safety net. And so our community in generously dealing with poverty, which, educational disparities and health disparities are entrenched in that, have responded with charitable giving. We want to keep that safety net alive. However, what we'd like to do is move the needle and change our community from one that is based on poverty, one that's based on charity, and into a community that's based on opportunity. So the safety net will always be there, but what can we do together? Not just United Way, not just a couple of nonprofits, but how can we get together with the clinic and the hospital and the city and the county? How do we get together with the employers? How do we bring the voice of people who are trapped in poverty? And so that's what we've been doing. And our next step is to have a town hall meeting. And it was scheduled for, when was the blizzard?
Was that Thursday?
Which blizzard?
Which blizzard? Yeah,
which blizzard?
The name of them now.
The Thursday.
Yeah.
And we canceled at 2:00 in the afternoon. Our priority was the safety of Steele County residents. And so happily we've rescheduled for the 19th of March at the History Center at 6:00. And we're really excited. Everybody is invited. Everybody's invited. And if people need accommodation, if they don't hear well or...
They need a ride, perhaps?
Perhaps we could help them with that. we would, they can call our office, 455-1180, or if they want to make sure that they have a seat, call and reserve that. But, we invite everybody just to come.
And this is going to be a meeting to talk about all those other meetings that you've had and kind of just do a summation?
What we're doing now is we're reporting back to the community on what our research has found. We're working with Rainbow Research, so we're not doing this kind of just doing it. We're working with professionals, and Rainbow has worked with United Ways around the state, so we're excited about that. And so we're going to report on our findings from the focus groups and the surveys and the CEO community leader meetings, the stakeholder meetings. And then we've reserved half of the session to invite people to share their views. And we're going to have small table discussions after each report on income, education, and health by the researchers who have led this effort with us. And then we're asking people at the small tables, does this resonate for you? Is this what you're seeing? Is this what your life is? Is this what's important to you as a Steele County resident? And, after those discussions there for each area, income, education, and health, we're going to ask them to pick what they think the top issues are. And what they think United Way and our partners should be working on.
So again, a community involvement thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's not somebody else who doesn't live in the moment.
It's called participatory research. And it's designed to engage community members to identify issues in their community that they would like to improve, and then to bring together those institutions and organizations who can make that change. So our goal is long-term population change.
What I love about this project over the past year is that as you have seen needs, you didn't wait until the town hall to happen. You actually are putting some programs, well, there's a need, we can do this now. And you were telling me about one that was just so fascinating.
And again, it's about partnership. It's not about you make a grant and somebody does something.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll keep doing that. Don't get nervous, anybody. But one of the things that really came out of focus groups with low-income people and meeting with workforce development and talking to some different manufacturers is there are opportunities. Our community is recovering, and there are opportunities for decent paying jobs. And we see as the community slowly recovers, our manufacturing base is taking the opportunity to bring some people in through staffing agencies, and it's a good way to come in. The issue arises is that these are people who've been unemployed or perhaps on government benefits, and they need steel-toed boots to go to work. So they'll have a job offer and they can't take it because they don't have $100 or $125 to buy steel-toed boots. So we built this partnership with the staffing agencies, Tom Brick, Owatonna Shoe, and the Salvation Army. The staffing agencies, when somebody is offered a job and they can't afford steel-toed boots, they will be sent with a letter of recommendation to the Salvation Army, who will say, okay, do you meet the income requirements? Well, of course, if you're not working, you're going to meet them, but we have to do our due diligence. And at that point, they get a referral slip to Tom Brick. Tom Brick is letting us have the shoes at cost. So we'll be able to put about 175 people to work.
Wow.
And these are custom fitted, sold in America, top of the line work boots. There's no reason for people to have to go to work, stand on their feet all day. I was a waitress, that's not even factory work, with poorly fitted old shoes that somebody else didn't want anymore.
So it's so great. I'm excited about the town hall meeting. But this is not the only project. There have been projects all along that you've stepped up and said, we see a need, we're going to do that. We only have a minute left, though, because I know we could talk all day.
I know!
Tell me again, when is the town hall meeting?
Town hall meeting at the History Center this month on the 19th at 6 p.m. 6:30.
6:30.
6:30 to 8:30, and we'll have some snacks for people. We encourage you to come, tell your friends about it. You know, if you're going to be a large table of people of 6, give us a call. We'll make sure that that table is available for you.
And if you can't come, how can they kind of find out what happened?
We'll be reporting back to the community as a whole using, and other media outlets. And if people want a copy of our report, they can certainly contact us.
Good. Thank you so much, Evelina. It was a pleasure again.
It was
and
great.
Stay warm.
Yeah, gosh, you too.
We'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Hi, Warren Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress.
Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
And we're back with a look at your community announcements. The Hometown Sampler Concert Series is happening this weekend, Friday at 7, Saturday 2 performances, 3 and 7, and Sunday at 2. These all take place at the Little Theater of Owatonna, and it is a great opportunity for you to hear the Bad Tangerines, the Gogs, Hot and Bothered, Mile 5 Band. Admission is only food donation or monetary donation, and all the proceeds do go to help the Steele County Food Shelf. So please take time out of your schedule to go see that and enjoy that as well. The Owatonna Business Woman of Achievement Award Night is tonight. It's also a scholarship fundraiser. It's going to be happening at the Steele County Historical Society, 6:15 social hour. There's a 7:30 program with raffles and silent auction. Tickets are available at Triumph Graphic. They are $20 a piece. It's just a great opportunity to help to recognize women of achievement in our area. Senior and grandchild bowling tournament is happening this Saturday, March 1st at 5 p.m. at Spare Time Lanes in Owatonna. And it's a great opportunity for Senior Place members and children to get together. $15 for members, $20 for non-members. And it'll be a lot of fun for you just to enjoy your family. And I guess there might be even prizes, so you might want to check that out. March is National Youth Art Month. In celebration of National Youth Art Month, the Owatonna Arts Center and the arts faculty of the Owatonna Public School will showcase the student works from K through 12. The exhibition runs Sunday, March 2nd through the 30th, and gallery hours are 1 through 5, Tuesday through Sunday. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Owatonna Today Show. We love that you're always a part of our time here. I want to remind you on Monday, we're hopefully going to have an update on what's going on at the Pillsbury campus. We'll see about that, but a great clip from the Perfect Day Cake and Bakery. You're going to want to see that. So we'll catch up with you on Monday.